Welcome to another Team 14 production.
Are you a new mother feeling tired and exhausted? Do you feel like you have no time for yourself? Is your newborn taking up all of your energy levels? Well, we want to hear from you about your experiences with return to physical activity and exercise postpartum.
In this short documentary, we will be hearing from postpartum women and their real-life experiences with exercise and pregnancy.
Following your pregnancy, when did you return to exercise?
6 weeks after, but it was just like walking, like nothing too intense, just going on walks, doing a little bit of yoga.
At this point, all I'm doing right now is going for short walks outside. I think planning to return to exercise when my body starts to feel better and when, my doctor and my midwife kind of give me the okay, which I know is sometimes in that 6-week range, but can really vary on the person on how they're feeling.
I had a cesarean, so just light walking for the first 6 weeks. At the 6-week mark, I was able to walk at my regular pace without pain, but had to limit duration still. So I started returning to light and other exercises around the 6-week mark once I got signed off by a physiotherapist.
When do you believe it's appropriate for return to exercise post-pregnancy?
I think that is very individually specific. For me personally, I felt I was capable to do it immediately, but was told by my healthcare team that I had to actually give it more time for stitches to heal. So I think also it depends, like vaginal delivery or a C-section. I would say probably 4-ish weeks after delivery.
Within a month, I was back at the gym within 6 weeks, let's say. In my case, all my deliveries were vaginal. So I suppose if I had C-sections, that would have been a different situation.
Through, social media or doctors or just what people kind of say is like 6 weeks, but I don't think there really is a magic number.
Is exercise something that's important to you?
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. And do you feel exercise is important postpartum for like everyone in general?
I think that if and when your body is ready to move, I think movement is important for postpartum. Exercising postpartum definitely helped with my mental health, and so making me happier. It helped honestly combat the lack of sleep and overall energy levels.
Absolutely, yes. Just for, your body goes through a lot in 9 months when you're pregnant. Some people are able to exercise, some aren't. So getting back into it or even just starting again is really important. You notice a lot of crazy changes to your body after you give birth.
Absolutely. Yeah. And even if it's just, walking, so overall feel better. For me, it was releasing of any stress that I was having. I would sleep better, and just feeling better about my body, just to be in good shape.
So what were some barriers that got in the way of exercising as a new mom?
A child was the biggest one. General lack of time. I would say learning to adapt to a new schedule because of said child.
Lack of childcare, lack of sleep. The challenge would be just finding the time to exercise more can be tough postpartum.
At least sleep. Everyone says sleep when the baby sleeps. So if, prioritizing your sleep is definitely important. Having the time and the help. Some people are on their own and they maybe don't even have the opportunity. They don't have equipment at home to do an exercise or workout. They don't have the opportunity to go to a gym if no one's able to watch their baby. So I would say sleep and time are probably the two biggest barriers there.
Just the day-to-day of being a mom. I have hardly any time, being that caretaker for a newborn and then taking care of the house. I feel like I start my day and end my day and I have no in between there.
Finding the time and having the energy, because you do have to push yourself to get out that door.
Do you feel as though you could have seen a specialist to kind of help with that transition back into exercise? And if so, do you have any idea of what type of specialist or healthcare provider you could have seen?
I guess you would have had to do some research to figure out who would, because I don't know if a doctor would have been able to give you that, or any nurse or whatever. So I don't know, would you have reached out to a fitness instructor, but they would have to be, someone who was trained in postpartum,
My midwife has referred me to a pelvic health therapist, pelvic floor therapist, as well as a physiotherapist.
I saw a pelvic floor physio during my pregnancy and then postpartum.
If you have returned to exercise, what were some solutions, factors, or facilitators that helped ease that transition?
So I never stopped exercising minus those, it was about 3 weeks, if I recall correctly, where I like walked on the spot instead of doing my typical routine. So having had exercise as already part of my daily routine helped me continue doing it and I guess transition back into it after that 3 weeks of very minimal.
I mean, this is just about life and time management, but scheduling the workout in,
Yeah,
let it
for
let
sure.
it plan for me and me time, something we do every day, but yeah, just something that makes sense. I actually signed up for like a 5-week online class program because something could be in person with the physiotherapist in the clinic, which was like designed for postpartum women.
The benefit would have probably been to basically help you determine the best exercises, right, for your body during each of those stages, right?
Therapy helped in terms of an education perspective on kind of where I was at and with my healing. So what some boundaries were that I needed to set in terms of working out or some starting points. Physiotherapy helped by providing exercises to make sure I was doing exercises to support the physical activity I was doing and to support the pelvic floor area and the healing.
To take it slow and take it easy on your body and to just listen to your body.
It's important to know your body because everyone is different.